Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the very first vlog of the series. Today we're not talking about a car in my dreams, or my thoughts, or my imagination, or my spirit is felt to talk about. Today we're talking about a car that's actually out in my front yard right now. As you may know, I usually do documentary-styled videos, but today we're changing it up. We're going vlog mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the reveal of my brand new car. There's the keys. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Now, I'll say this. I've always wanted one of these cars. Always. I didn't know which exact spec or year to get, although the engine has always mattered to me the most. That's your hint for the day. But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised today. Let me show you why. Because may I present to you my brand new 2005 Ford Mustang. Like I said, this is my 2005 Ford Mustang GT. It's a manual. It's got 23,000 miles. And if I have to be honest, which I might be a little bit biased, I think it looks incredible. Red with black accents, black rims, black tips on the exhaust, and some very special headlights and taillights to help bring it to their kind of a new age. It doesn't actually look like an 05 to most people. Most people are really surprised when I tell them it's an 05. They think, oh, it's at least an 010 or 011. But if you know Mustangs, it's not impossible. But if you don't know Mustangs, it does make sense. And as for the interior, it's freaking sweet. We got red leather seats on the front and the back. We got a manual transmission, Apple CarPlay, and again, 23,000 miles. Isn't that insane? Now, in all honesty, I am super blessed to even be able to afford this car and to have this car in my driveway. It's a blessing by itself, just walking out every morning and looking at it. But I have to give thanks to my community, and I have to give thanks to God for this opportunity of a lifetime for me to be able to have an awesome car that I've always wanted since I was a kid. You know, it's kind of cool. My great aunt had a Mustang, very similar in year, and I remember being a kid riding in the back seats and loving it, loving every moment of it. Now, obviously, that was like 15 years ago, or probably even more, but I remember vividly being in the back of that manual Mustang and really, really enjoying it. And to be able to own one now as a 20-year-old, it's really come full circle, and I really do appreciate it. And now it's time for the very first official cold start on the Ford Mustang. Let's hear it. Hopefully it sounds decent. I mean, it seriously doesn't sound that bad. You can hear that it's a little muffled, a little bit kind of tight in there, and I like to be a little bit more open and flowy and sound like a Mustang galloping in the fields, you know. But for now, it doesn't sound bad at all. You can still hear the American V8, and you can still tell what it is, which is good enough for me. But I will say, when you're driving the car, you hear the gearbox more than you hear the engine, which is not how I want it to be in the future. So let me talk to you why the Mustang is so special to me. I mean, I've mentioned a few things before, like my great aunt having one, and being a kid, seeing these on the street, always loving them, but never having one. But there's something about cars that I think is often overlooked, and that is the heritage. The reason to me why my Nissan 350Z was so special is because I wasn't just driving another Nissan. I was driving the grandchild of the Datsun 240Z, the daughter or son of the 300ZX. Two cars that have brought so much to the JDM scene and the car scene in general that it just felt special to drive. And then we look at this car. Think about the history of it. The Mustang came out, dropped, and killed every opponent in its way. The Camaro couldn't keep up. The Charger couldn't keep up. The Challenger couldn't keep up. There were no other companies that made a pony car as good as Ford did, and that's why it sold so well. Fast forward until the Mustang dies, disappears from the market, gets revived in the Fox body, one of the coolest Mustangs of all time. Ford then transferred to the ugly Mustang, the 2000s Mustang, and it didn't sell nearly as well, which brings us to this car. Ford goes back to the drawing board and makes a retro stylistic version of the original Mustang in modern terms. They make the 05 Mustang and it sells like hotcakes because it's so freaking beautiful. And this car right here has set the tone for every Mustang going forward till the 2025. Now let's get a 4.6 liter naturally aspirated V8, which pushes about 305 horsepower to the rear wheels. And I gotta say, doesn't sound like a lot, but maybe it's because I'm comparing it to a Z with about 4 cylinders, or I'm comparing it to my imagination. This thing actually moves pretty dang quick. I wouldn't beat most stuff on a race, but I beat 2 Camaros, which is good enough for me. But other than that, I'm just excited to have an awesome car. A red Mustang is everyone's dream. My grandma had a red Mustang, a fastback back in the day, So I'm kind of carrying on the family heritage there in a little bit. I'm kind of the next one in line. I guess my son will have to have a Mustang as well. But oh goodness, will they even be around then? Hopefully so. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching. Thank you for the support of the channel. And thank you for believing in me and my ability to make videos. Without you guys, wouldn't be possible. So thank you. And for today, that's going to do it there. So if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the Mustang. And I'll see you guys next one. Drive safe. Peace.